Greetings, greetings once again. I am Merlin. Sorry for the Koch of Christian. The stove released some smoke accidentally, but you already know nothing is accidentally. We speak here about things which for so long time were unknown. And indeed, this changed the structure of the energy, including the structure of the energy of the planet. When special energies are grounded, are translated in human words, and spoken by a human voice, there are a lot of phenomena in the energy of the planet, and that smoke was not accidental. So, dear friends, let's go forth. We arrived on the shore of France, in the south of France. We were well hosted by this family of Essenes. And, how I said, we started to learn the language of the Relim. At the age of 12, I already know 3 languages. The language of Judea, the language of Egypt, the language of Greeks, of Theba, and now I found myself in the position to learn the fourth language, the old language of France. Indeed, here do the scenes my mother continued to teach the Christic mastery schools. In the years which they stayed there, they found a lot of people which are open to the birth of Christ's seed. From time to time, our father continued to came to us. In France, nobody knows about him, that only a master of Christic mastery schools, the husband of my mother, Marie Magdalene. There never was spoken the words Joshua ben Joseph. I grew up, me and my sister also. In that land, in that country, every human had a name. It was the custom. Every human must have a name. And me, I was still a boy without name, and my sister, a girl, also without name. One day, when I walk on the shore of the sea, I look at the beauty of waves, the beauty of tide, how this huge water bring a lot of shells, a lot of jellyfish and fish, and then go back, and these beings remains there. When the waters come again force, some of these beings come again to life. In the language of that land, this big water was called mer, la mer, the the word in français, la mer. And the border between the land and the sea, in the same language, is called Line. Line. And then I found a name for myself. I gave to myself my own name. Merlin, the line of the sea, the border of the sea. This is Merlin, dear friends. This is the signification of my name. I am the line of the sea, the border of the sea, that no man land between the sea and the land. In that area, which I felt corresponds to my energy, always it is a big motion of energy. Always there is in and between. Always there is here and beyond. Always there is life and death and resurrection. Always there is a dynamic which is nowhere on earth other on the line of the sea, on the Merlin. This is the origin of my name, because I needed to have a name, and this thing bothered me somehow. In my walks on the shore, I gave a name to myself, the line of the sea, Merlin, the line of the sea, the border between the land of that big water, which you know, the mer in français. This is the origin of my name. I took my name, I felt it deeply with my soul, and I consider it very proper for my energy. I told my name to my mother and also to my father. They encouraged me to keep this name. I never imagined this name will become so important, but this is the origin of my name. The line between sea and the land. Merlin. Linea Mării. The line of the sea. So, dear Merlins, now you know what means Merlin. I was the first Merlin, a boy without name, and I discovered by my own soul my own name. As in my time, as for myself, Merlin is a title which only you can give to yourself. Merlin became a very respectful title in the next 2000 years. And by you will become again. You are the border of the sea. You are here and beyond. The same line is the horizon, where the land kisses the sky. But that is far away. The Merlin is much more touchable, much more real. The land, the water, under the light of the sun. And also there is a point where the air is different, so different that in any place of earth where the air from the sea meets the air from the land, that breeze, it is also the breathing of Merlin, the breeze of the sea. May it be from now on your breathing as well. So, dear friends, let's continue with my story. I grew up. I learned the language of this realm too. Me, my sister, and my mother starting to go to north of France. We arrived to the place which is called now Saint-Étienne. That was the deepest point into the land where we arrived. But on the road, in different villages, in different human places, we sent out a call, but not a call from the mind, a call from our energy, from our souls, to appear the proper beings for the Christic mastery schools. And because the magic is real, they appeared. They were travelers, many of them, not so much burned in that land. No, travelers from all over the world, including from Romania, from where we speak right now, from Transylvania. Travelers, a lot of travelers in searching their souls, their true freedom. I grew up at the age of 15. My father took with him 2 times in Tibet. At that, populations of already became masters. I saw him, I knew him, I saw how they flew through the air, how they travel through time. There I discovered also in myself the passion for traveling through time. But this is not a real term, traveling through time. Only humans traveling through times. Day by day, year after year, humans indeed traveling through time. From the point of view of Merlin, Merlin is in the center. The time is only a circle. And Merlin is at the same distance with any point of the circle, at the same distance. To the Merlin freedom, there is the same distance to any point of time, including the present, the past, the future, or all other imaginations that humans have about time. But here it is not a lesson about the time. Here I want to continue to tell you my story in human flesh and blood, because it is very important to have this reference point, because you are also now humans in flesh and blood. After the second trip in Tibet with my father, Joshua ben Joseph, we returned to the France. And then was happened something which generally happened to all the boys at my age, at 15 years. I fall in love. I fall in love with a wonderful girl. Her name was Lorraine. Lorraine. This Lorraine became for me the most important thing in life. We love each other in any ways, in all the ways. She was very attracted by me, by my knowingness. We speak about Egypt, about Theba, about Galilee, and also about magic, about the realm of the fairies, of unicorns, about the unseen things. Together with her, I observed myself how this time traveling developed in me. There were nights, even days, when I found myself just staying on a rock, my body staying on a rock, and me traveling through different kingdoms, through different societies, through different times. We were happy. We had the blessing of my parents and also of her parents. We were happy. We were so close to have a wedding, a human wedding, like you very well know. Between us was not a karmic relation, was a soul-to-soul relation. She understood very well my imagination, my stories, and also she participated at the Christic mastery schools with my mother and my father. But life is life. Also with her I started, because she loved a lot the animals, the flowers, the plants. I started to love all of these beings as well. And I discovered through my crystalline energies that can change my shape. I can become a bird, I can become a tree, I can become a rabbit, or a chicken, or a fox, or even a wolf, when I choose. Was an extraordinary discovering. This shapeshifter of me, a boy without name, which became Merlin. It is due Lorraine. Due Lorraine, due her love, which her inspired me about the animal, about the plants. I discovered this quality of shapeshifter. She listened to me about the kingdom of fairies, about the kingdom of unicorns, and step by step she opened to this kingdom as well. We were happy, very happy. Around 7 years were the most beautiful years of my life. Indeed, Merlin, my energy was sometimes like a gentle sea which loved the land. Other times, like big waves, big storms, but in the same love. We enjoyed our love around 7 years. We traveled through France in Marie Magdalene. We had a lot of friends and we were happy. One day, terrible day, a scared horse, which was on the street. Hit Lorraine. Hit Lorraine. Just one hoof hit. Exactly in the middle of the head. She died. She died in that moment. I fall into my knees and was like my soul was broken in thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of pieces and spread in all the universe. Then, a huge revulsion was in me. A really revolution. Somehow my soul destroyed all the limits of time. All the limits of time. My father and my mother never taught me something like this or show me. But in that moment, my soul destroyed all the limits of time. For the first time and forever. For myself, the first Merlin. My life was never the same after that. During my lifetime, like Merlin, I never married. I never have a wife. After that explosion of my soul, after that destroying all the limits of time, not by my humanness, but from my love, from my soul, I became what you call today Merlin, the time traveler. Why? Because I searched Lorraine. I searched her to love her again. In all the past lives of her, in all the future lives of her. And I never stopped. I became the time traveler, Merlin, the lion of the sea, with no line, with no lines of the time. Being in motion, with my passion, with my love, I arrived long ago in Tian temples. Yes. There, Lorraine was a priestess of one of the temples, of one of the Isis temples. I knew then I cannot love her in that life, because that were the rules of the temples. But I spent a lot of time there. I spent a lot of time in Tien. A lot of time. Nobody cares about me. At that time, you were big priests, big and wise, but not so wise. I was a nobody. A nobody, which came there from a so far away future. Just a nobody. Staying there days, weeks, just for the grace to see from time my love, Lorraine. And then I know you better. I realized that you will become the sins. You will become the Egypt sacerdotes. You will become wise beings, great beings, great teachers, and also one day maybe my friends. But there, in the time of Tien, I was a nobody. Like a ghost on the streets. I saw the armies of Azura Timu. I saw the final battle in the front of the walls of Tien. Indeed, some of you choose to go out to stop that army. Others not. Others remain peaceful. I saw all of this, and through all of this, the love for Lorraine was the most important. But because I was between you, I started to love you as well. I discovered your dreams, your talks about the Atlantean dream, about the divine and human walking together on earth. Then I watched at you, but not searching for you, in many times, in many places. I loved my beautiful Lorraine, maybe in 100 lifetimes, before she burst and I knew her like Merlin, the sea lion. And even now, I know she is somewhere. Somewhere on a bench near the sea. Right now indeed, when I address to you, she is on a bench there at the line of the Mer, at the line of the sea, near the Merlin. I became indeed the Merlin, the time traveler. I became able to project my body, a physical body, in any time and on any land. I help a lot of kings, a lot of peoples of the world. I help also by my simple words and presence the development of the seed Christ, and from time to time to tell others the teachings of the Christic mastery schools. I traveled a lot by myself. Sometimes I went also with my father in his trips. I saw Rome, I saw Athena, I saw the most important places of the world. Sometimes just by my passion, I found the passion to love the humans. Doesn't matter how they are, how bad, how good, how much they mistake or how they choose to experience. And to my Lorraine, I continue to love the plants, the animals, the waters, all the life forms. When I was 44, my father, Joshua ben Joseph, left the planet for good. I remained a traveler, going me in place of him in all the places where the Christic mastery schools were taught. Also with my mother. My mother, Marie Magdalene, stayed on earth more than my father, 10 years more. My sister, maybe you asked what was happened with my sister. My sister never had a name. It was her choice. But she helped my mother like a mistress, like a teacher in the Christic mastery schools. She was the one which continued the Christic mastery schools after the death of my mother and after the depart of my father, Joshua ben Joseph. She also had a love and have a boy, a child. A boy. Yes, a boy. She gave my name to that boy. That boy was the second Merlin of hers, my nephew, the son of my sister. Me, Merlin, I continued my traveling, continued to help to understand the nature of time, if all of this can be changed. I loved a lot the plants, the animals, the humans, but why? Why? Was this very deep question. Why? After a while, all this beauty is devoured, is eaten by the dragon of time. Why? I was free from the dragon of time, but I was the only one. When my nephew grew up, little Merlin, he also had the education of the Christic mastery schools. And then he started to travel with me. We traveled together around 20 years. He learned all the things about love, about being a protector of any life form and consciousness. The Merlin energy at the end of my life was completely arranged, completely clear. So, me, a boy without name, son of Joshua ben Joseph and Marie Magdalene, which I gave to myself my own name, Merlin, the Lion of the Sea. I'm here once again. I'm here to be sure that the magic will continue, will go forth. I'm here, near to you, here and beyond as well. You, dear Merlins, some of you were friends from my childhood. You know what it is about in my dream, what it is about in my dream of Merlin's Ark. You know so deep, so deep, so deep. And I'm sure that by my presence, by just my simple presence, from time to time with you, you will remember, you will bring to the surface this very, very deep and meaningful energy for you. Indeed. So, my dear friends, it is time for you to create your legend. I shared with you mine. And remember, Merlin, the Lion of the Sea, is my name. The line between two. Because of this Merlin, I was able to go beyond the physics of any dimension, because I know how to split the lines between dimensions. You don't need this thing right now. No. You need to assume your adventure, your soul adventure once again, and to go into the unknown, but it is an unknown that you already know. You already know. You have no excuses. You already know this unknown. In this time on the planet, when the mind, the technology are so destructive, you are the ones which will make the difference, which will go with the magic force, which you will be able, like the Lion of the Seas, to protect all the life forms from the sea and from the land. How? By your love, by your passion, by your presence, once again. Me, the first Merlin, with a group of Merlins, whichever care this title, the Merlin, the Lion of the Sea, became a title. And I'm sure that you will remember about yourself. From now on, let it be 17 January, the celebration of the Merlin Ark. On any land where this word will be pronounced, Merlin's Ark, the flowers will blossom, the butterflies will fly in joy. The unicorns, by your recognition, will feel again alive, the fairies as well. Gaia living, but they will not go. Even they belong to the structure of Gaia. The fairies, the unicorns, the gnomes and the elves will not go, will stay here, exactly like the masters of this time, exactly like the Merlins of this time. the arc rising. Your love, your trust, your wisdom will be your shield. Me, like Merlin, the son of Joshua ben Joseph and Marie Magdalene, together with a group of Merlins from the past, we go forth with you. Please use the wave structure that we spoke about. Please use the holographic reality of the Merlin universe. Each and every one of you is unique, and Merlin as well. The line from the sea of the land of the line from the sea of the land of any dimensions. Your soul knows what is about. With this, dear friends, we hug you, we honor you, we love you, and may from now on be free. Be the Merlins of any dimensions. You. It is time again to discover love. A love how was mine from Lorraine. It is time to discover again the friendship with people, with animals, with plants, the communications, the colors of life. It is your time, without time. So, with that, greetings from here and beyond. I am Merlin.